Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii, and in this video we're going to be customizing the new Gauntlet Interceptor police car in GTA Online. This thing's an absolute beauty. I already have it pretty customized as you can see, but in this video I'm going to show you the actual good customization options of it. And I mean, this thing costs over $5 million, so it better have some good customization. And to actually unlock this vehicle in the first place, you need to complete the Cluck and Bell farm raid heist. This thing looks even more beautiful under this lighting. So let's take it into the vehicle workshop and check this thing out. Nothing too crazy with the front bumpers, and then rear bumpers we only have one option. We can put the wheelie bar and the chute. Personally, I never really thought these look good, but I mean, if you like them, it is an option. I just think it looks a little weird, not gonna lie. Some of the exhaust options, we got the stock one, big gore, tuner, which is a bigger one. We got the race one, side exhaust, which is pretty cool, and then the titanium side ones. Some grill options, we got the stock option, then we got the grill delete, so it's got no grill. That looks kind of goofy. So it's either you delete the grill, you got the grill with the part in the middle, and then a grill with no middle part. And then we have the headlight covers, so we can put this grill cover. And then we have the headlight covers, we can put the black grill color, put a chrome version of that one. That looks pretty decent actually. Kind of looks like the vehicle is winking at you. And then you can also do it for both headlights. You can do a full black cover on it, and then a plated one. So basically they are completely covered and it's just the paint job of the vehicle on it. But I do like the stock one, so I'm not gonna mess with that too much. For hood options, we have a good amount here. This is what the stock hood looks like. Then I have the smooth one equipped. I think this one looks super clean. We have secondary, carbon. I never really like the carbon hoods, to be honest. The vented one is also pretty cool. Adds a lot of character to it. The dual filter blower, this one's crazy. We got a lot of different things on the top. And that is pretty much it. I don't think anyone really wants to put these on a police car. I think one of these options would probably look best. For the liveries, we got a lot of different liveries. I bet some of these actually aren't on the Stayneers, which does make this just a little bit more unique. So you can actually get it fully clean. Then we have the LSPD one, which adds a little police badge on the side, some numbers, and dial 911 emergency on the back. LSPD modern, which is for some reason free. I don't know why. It does change the numbers. That's pretty much it. And then also the side right there, the state trooper, it adds the state trooper text both on the front of it and on the sides. That's pretty cool. Highway patrol, which is just a big golden star. I actually really like the logo of this one on the doors. The sheriff, which is also a pretty cool looking one. Of course, I have that equipped myself because I'd love to be a sheriff one day. LSPD airport. The airport one could be a lot cooler, to be honest. It's too plain in my opinion. LSPD Rockford Hills, which makes the text golden on the side. Del Perro PD, I actually really like this. I think the blue text looks super clean, but only with certain paint jobs. I don't think it works with the paint job I have on right now. A little bit boring, not gonna lie. I think the logo on the side could be cooler. Port Authority, which is actually a pretty cool looking one. It's got the Los Santos badge right there in blue and white. That's pretty unique looking. We got Grapeseed Police Department, Polito Bay. I like the text on this one because I like the color blue. So LSPD light, I don't know what the difference between this and the regular LSPD is, but whatever. I guess all the numbers are in black instead of white. And then yeah, these are pretty much like second versions of a lot of these. And then we have the LSPD drag team. This is something new. So this one is crazy. It's kind of like a hybrid between a race car livery and a police livery. A ton of sponsors on the sides right there. It's got the police logo, of course. It's got the badge on the hood, which is actually pretty cool. On the very front of it, LSPD traffic enforcement. That's actually pretty cool looking. Obey and serve on the sides, and that's pretty much it. It also adds some stickers on the back, which is super sick, and an American flag. I think the extra stickers on the back actually add a lot in my opinion, so I definitely like this one. Then to end it off, we have yet another racing one. This time, instead of the police text, it actually has just a racing number and some sponsors on it. It really doesn't look like a police livery at all, besides the stickers on the back. And then we just have police on the front of it in black. You can't really see that well. Police equipment. So we got some aerials. I went with Tech Array 6, but as you guys can see, it's just a bunch of antennas and different cameras you can put on the top and on the back. I feel like this one's a little too much on the back, so that's why I decided to have both on the back of the vehicle and on the roof. The antennas actually make this vehicle look super sick in my opinion. Then some searchlight. These are basically right next to the mirrors. We got basic searchlights folded, which is basically the color of the paint job, and it's only on one side. Then the raised version of this one, the folded version, which is on both sides. That's what I have equipped. Then one raised and then one folded, which is pretty cool, and then two raised ones. Emergency lighting. So this vehicle has a lot of different emergency lights. If you wanted to, you can have it clean, but personally I do actually like to have the emergency lights on it. This one just does not look good, to be honest. If anyone actually rocks these emergency lights, I'm sorry, but this does not look good on any vehicle. I think these lights look a lot cooler than this one in my opinion. So emergency lighting 2 is just a straight rectangle. Then this one's more of like a triangle shape. And then this one, I'm not sure what the difference is really, but they look pretty much the same. Regardless, the flat emergency lights do look the best in my opinion. Just because it's a police car, I definitely do want to rock one. We got a patrol one, basic. The patrol one does add these little lights on the front of it, so that's why I decided to go with that one. We have the response one, also looks really clean. And then this one just adds some more lights on it. And then this one actually looks really sick. This is a lot of extra lighting you have. We have the tactical version, which also covers the headlights on the sides. And then finally, the assault one, which is just adding more lights, basically. Pretty cool push bars. I actually really like this selection. Rear panels, let's see what options we have. So we have the stock one, which is actually a carbon. I decided to go with the clean looking paint job one. Surround and plating one, which basically covers the rear lighting completely. It does look cool, but I feel like for a police car, it's not as realistic as I'd want it to be. You can also put a secondary or a primary color. So technically you can have both the rear lights and the headlights completely covered on this vehicle. You can also put a roll cage on this thing. Nothing too special about that. We have some carbon options and that's pretty much it. Some roof options, we can make the roof carbon. I decided to leave it stock just so it matches up with the paint job. Some skirts, we only have two options for this one, just some carbon, primary and secondary. Nothing too special with that. Now for the spoiler, we have a good amount of spoiler options. Stock spoiler is basically nothing. And then secondary one, we have a carbon version. This one's like a plastic lip. Honestly, the stock one is basically already a lip spoiler, but we have a plastic version of it, carbon. Stock car spoiler, which is basically a bigger lip, as you can see. We have the drag spoiler. This one's pretty much a completely flat one. Mid-level, which is actually a very low spoiler. That actually looks pretty cool if you ask me. High level spoiler, carbon, another carbon one. This one looks a little bit cooler. This one's a smaller version, race, and that's pretty much it. On police cars, I really don't mind putting the lip spoilers. I do think they look cool with it. And then the rest of this customization is pretty basic stuff on any vehicle in the game, and that is the customization for the Gauntlet Interceptor. This thing sounds amazing. It's got better performance than its twin, the Gauntlet Hellfire. Unfortunately, it's got like 10x the price of the Hellfire. The Hellfire costs like 745k. This is over 5 million, and after customization, it would probably be around 6 million, unless you got the trade price, of course. Either way, this is still a very overly expensive vehicle in my opinion. I mean, it's cool and I love police cars, but I just think 5 million is too much for this thing. Definitely get your hands on it if you have tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions. Otherwise, there's probably more useful vehicles to have. I'm gonna go pull over some pedestrians with this thing. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're new, make sure to drop a sub. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. If you do want to help us get there, feel free to. Click the video on screen now for the most fun vehicles you can use in GTA Online. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.